May I come in, sir? Thank you, sir.
You can remove your mask and introduce yourself.
So my code is G23, and I have done my graduation in arts and post-graduation in sociology. Currently, I am working as a teacher in a school. My father is ex-police officer and my mother is a housewife. And I love to play badminton, and my hobbies are meditation and learning mind focusing techniques.
Mind focusing
Techniques.
How you can focus yourself as a DC?
Sorry, sir.
How you can focus yourself as a DC?
DC.
Deputy Collector.
Okay. Sir, from mind focusing technique, I wanted to say that I try to practice these tools to improve my focus on studies, not as imagining as a person like that, from that thing.
Paramveer Chakra.
Yes, sir.
શું છે?
Sir, Paramveer Chakra, as far as I know, it's a award given to military personnel for their bravery.
કોને અપાયું અત્યારે?
Sorry, sir.
Are you comfortable in English only?
Yes, English only, sir.
Okay.
I prefer.
The president also honored a person.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea about the name? Abhinandan.
Yes, sir. So I'm not aware about that what award he was given, but as far I remember, he was awarded for he went to a mission in Pakistan.
Right now the agriculture bill
Yeah.
is quite in the news.
Yes, sir.
What the issue going on?
Sir, the government passed 3 farm bills, and from past 1 year, the farming community was not happy with those bills, and recently those 3 bills were taken back by the government.
Why the government take that much of a delaying to take a decision to repeal these bills?
Because, sir, the government was government brought these bills with a good intention, and but the farmer community could not be understood, like the confusion could not be cleared, and government tried its best to remove those fears, but at a point of time, I'm sure that government must have some reason, maybe internal security or some other reasons, to taking those bills back.
Okay. Then what about the CA and NRC?
Yes, sir.
Why the government is still not take a stand on it?
Sir,
Well, CA and NRC has a wide crowd.
yes, sir.
Then what is the difference? Why the government is working as like the bipolar things?
Sir, I won't say bipolar, but the bill was brought with a good intention, and sometime the things.
Both the bill have a good intention,
Yes, sir.
but the decisions are different.
Yes, sir. Sir, in CA, the issue was different, and in these farming bills, the farming community was unhappy. So, in different issues, the way it is dealt is quite different. So, maybe in that.
Are you sure about the answer?
Sir, I'm not able to take a clear stand because I'm not. I haven't read these bills in CA and NRC recently.
But these are the most important part in the present scenario.
Sorry, sir. I will read about it.
Okay. Arts.
Yes, sir.
How it is useful in the administration?
Sir, in administration, like for any administration, we need to know about the history of that place, history of that administration, and the political system we are running. So in that manner, it is quite useful.
What is the administration
Yeah.
of Maurya?
Maurya administration. Sir, in Mauryan administration, as for Chanakya, he divided into 8 parts, and I can remember few points I would like to tell you.
How many parts?
8 parts.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in that he taught that a king should be wise. He should have intelligent ministers, and a state can have 4 type of threats, and a state should have spies too. So these points I can recall now.
Okay. The Dholavira is also famous.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Indus Valley site.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why it is in the news today?
Sir, I don't know today, but recently it was.
Yes, in the sense of recently.
Yes, sir. It was provided World Heritage Site by.
What are the measures to declare the World Heritage Sites?
Sir, it should have some international importance in terms of its historical value or like that. So I'm not sure about it, but.
What is your preferences?
Sir, my preferences are number 1, Gujarat Administration Services, and then Deputy Superintendent of Police, and then Assistant Commissioner.
What are the qualities you have? So, I can select as a
Okay.
Deputy Collector.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm a hardworking person and self.
Hard work is an important thing, or smart work is an important thing?
Sir, sometimes hard work beats when luck fails.
Okay.
So I feel the hard working is a good quality.
Okay.
And I have perseverance.
Okay.
And I'm a self-made man.
Okay.
I feel these are my qualities.
And what are the negative part of it?
Of what, sir?
About yourself?
Myself.
Yes.
Sir, negative part, I feel that sometimes I overstretch myself and I face health issues, and I feel shy in singing and dancing in social like marriage, or I feel that these are my weaknesses, and I'm working on it.
Okay. Sir.
Thank you, sir. So, first of all, tell me about your lifestyle.
Sir, I want to tell you a bit about my background. I was an athletic person 4 years back, but due to some injury, I left the sports and I came to studies. And currently, I give my 8 to 10 hours to my study routine, and I practice meditation. And I love to interact with the old people, how they feel, and the children, especially as I'm a teacher in school. So I go to school and teach 9 to 12th for 4 hours.
Okay. What sports?
Sir, I used to play badminton.
Okay. Tell me about badminton.
Sir,
what level you represented?
Sir, I represented my state in national level in 2013 and got a bronze medal in state games.
Okay. So, today is your first day in office. How will you interact with your
Sir,
seniors and your juniors?
as a which post?
Any of the posts you like.
Okay.
Today is the first day. Your choice.
Sir, on first day I would like to know my office, my colleagues, my seniors, and what are what is going current issues in my office.
Okay. What are the 3 forces in India?
3 forces.
Yes.
Sir, Air Force, Navy, and military.
Sorry. Can you repeat?
Air Force,
Yes.
Navy, and military.
Indian Army.
Indian
That's
Army.
Indian Army. Okay. Can you just name the chief of any of the forces?
Sir, currently I won't be able to tell you because I'm not tracing these news, military chief and names.
Okay. No
I can
problem.
tell, sir, Amit Lamba was a Navy chief few years back.
Okay. So you are preparing for an officer,
Yes, sir.
right? So how are you working on OLQs, officer-like qualities?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat?
How you are working on these qualities, officers-like qualities? How you working? How you preparing for yourself?
Yes, sir. Sir, I feel it's a continuous process, and since past I'm preparing for civil services past 4 or 5 years. So for that during that journey, I'm slowly getting those qualities with hard work and interaction with the other similar aspirant and developing these qualities. So.
Okay. What is the national language of India?
Sir, as far I know, there is not a national language but an official language.
What is that?
Sir, official language is Hindi. And additional official, sir, I think is English.
Okay. Do we have fighter jets?
Fighter jets, yes, sir, we have.
We have. What is the latest one? Can you name it?
Sir, we bought, I think, a Rafale from France recently, posted in, I think, Ambala. Station in Ambala, sorry.
Why we need you in service?
Sir, I will say it's your job to select best among us, but
But why we need you?
but
We have lots of candidates. We can have anyone. Justify yourself.
sir, I have those qualities which are required, which will help in administration. I have perseverance, so what I pursue, I don't left in betweens, and I feel I can make a change in administration. I'll perform my duties, whichever is assigned to me, with full honesty and integrity.
Do you think that you can change the system?
Sir, it will be exaggerate if I comment on system, as I'm not part of system, but I can assure that I'll perform my duty with full honesty.
Are you satisfied with the system?
Sir,
Convinced with all the policies and all?
sir, there are challenges in every policy.
Are you satisfied with that?
Sir, I always have a urge to change few things.
So how will you change that? Can
Uh,
you change the policies? Can you change it?
Sir,
Do you have the power?
at my position, at starting position, maybe I won't be able to frame policies, but I can do few things like making my office approachable to citizens, and making cleanliness, discipline in my office. I'll start with these things, and slowly I will learn what differences I can make, whatever position I am.
Okay, only one word answer. Construction. Tell me construction, India and Australia.
Sir, India is houses for housing for all. This word
Only one word. I need one word. Construction, India versus Australia.
high buildings and
Okay.
clean houses.
Good. Thank you, sir.
You're working as a
Teachers, sir.
school teacher.
Yeah.
It's a government establishment or?
No, sir, private institution.
Private. So what all subjects you teach?
Sir, I teach social sciences in 9th and 10th, and history and geography in 11th and 12th.
What is the relevance of these subjects? No one wants their son to be moving into art segment. They want doctors, engineers,
Yes, sir.
civil
Sir,
servants.
I feel these subjects teach us, make us aware about the different dimensions. Like, without knowing history, we cannot understand the present completely. Without geography, we cannot link what are the different problems and food habits. And if we are going any place, if we don't know the geography, we can enjoy that place. We know what is going on and what is the history behind it.
Okay, so bring geography, religion, and food
Definitely, sir.
together,
Yes, sir.
and tell me how these things are influencing each other.
Sir, in Haryana, northern part, the people have faced invasions in past, and they have always engaged in fighting. So they had a good diet, which make them warriors. Like there is a saying, "Doodh dahi ka khana, deso mein des Haryana." So that's why we are getting medals. It's not because it's a one-day process, but since years of 1,000 years, people are eating good food, having kushti and all that. So it's a geographical feature, I would say. And in coastal regions, people are facing cyclones, so they are always engaged in that kind of activity, fishing or rehabilitation. So they did not get time for making effort in sports or all those things. So geography completely.
You missed on religion.
Sorry.
I said religion, geography, and food.
Yeah, sir. Sir, as per religion, I can comment that कि sir, religion, like I would like to give an example. Like in coastal areas, people have compulsion to eat non-veg, and so maybe they prefer that religion which do not restrict eating non-veg. Like in Western countries, Islam was prominent, and they did not had much vegetarian food. So religion and food habits are very similar. Like that's why non-veg is people in Islam are inclined to non-veg because it started in that region where veg food was less available.
Okay, so tell me, Gujarat has biggest coastline in India.
Yes, sir.
They have scarcity of water.
Yes, sir.
Not much fertile land.
Yes, sir.
And Gujarat is number one in terms of vegetarian food.
Okay, sir.
More
Yes, sir.
population is vegetarian. So it's contradiction. Coastal bhi hai, pani ki bhi kami hai. Soil is also not very fertile. Still people are vegetarian. Why?
Sir, I would say because of historical culture-wise, they are vegetarian, and coastals are. It has a very large coastline, but the fishing sector is not very much developed, and the primary activity people are not engaged in fishing or these things. They are engaged in agriculture or like trade and commerce. So I'm not able to, sir, take a clear stand, but from my common sense, I'm saying maybe their religion, like they are worshipping Krishna and all that. So maybe that motivates them being a vegetarian.
Okay. What are the challenges you face in your current job?
Sir, in teaching job,
Yeah.
sir, one thing I realized that the teachers are less motivated to make a difference in children's mind. They are.
So why they become a teacher? If I want to serve a society or I want to fight my enemies, I would
Sir,
go and join forces.
in my colleagues in school, I felt that most of the teachers were by compulsion, not by choice. They had economic compulsions to run their families. Otherwise, if they would have choice, they will leave it.
They should go and work somewhere, private sector,
Sir,
join some defense, any sector, manufacturing.
yes, sir.
Why teaching?
They can go, but maybe they prefer living near to their houses and living a comfortable and stable life and earning a good salary. So maybe they prefer the teaching.
So are you one of them?
No, not definitely
What
not, sir.
makes a difference between them and you?
Sir, I'm always eager to generate curiosity in the children's mind. So I teach them few things which make them curious to know more about that thing.
Give me one case study where you really transformed a student's life.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Turn around.
Sir, one day I went to school and the principal ma'am told me that you are going to teach them geography. So I started with telling them who can draw the map of India. So there were only 2-3 students who could give it a shape. Then first of all, I ensured that I'll teach you how to draw the map of India with the tricks. So I told them that these Mizoram and Tripura, these are two bananas, and this Gujarat is a jaw shape. And after like 5 days, 90% students could draw the map of India, and not just India, they could draw the map of world also. And they were like, one day I missed my period, my class period. I was sitting in staff room making some notes. So one student came and said, "It's your period, please come." So I felt that the student wanted me to come to the class. So I was happy that I could make a difference in that thing.
Who is inspiration for you other than your family members?
Other than family members,
Yes.
sir, there is a badminton player from Malaysia, Lee Chongwei.
Okay, what
Sir, I pasted his photo in my room, and I'll always get inspiration from him.
What is he inspires you so much?
Sir, he's regarded as one of the best player in badminton history ever produced. He dominated badminton arena for 18 years. and he was continuously world number one for 6 years, and he was so humble. After winning, he generously shake hand with the opponent, and he never make some over-exaggerated statements, and he's very hard worker. And in 2008, he won a silver medal in Olympics, but unfortunately, he could not win. But he tried next time, 2012 London Olympics. He again lost with the same opponent, again silver. In 2016, he again lost, and he got a silver. But his spirit was alive. So he inspired me a lot.
What is the difference between Indian philosophies or Eastern philosophies and Western philosophies?
Sir, as per
Philosophies, way of life.
sir, I haven't read much about Western philosophies, but as per Indian philosophies, India has been always a land of seekers. Nobody believed that there is a one entity God. Maybe it Buddha or Jainism, Hinduism. We always being a seeker. Like there is something we need to know about that, and the stress on that thing, that we need to take ourselves higher, and not these worldly pleasures.
I'm a teenager, high energy, wants to do lots of things,
Yes, sir.
but I'm not focused.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want to be model. Next day I see a movie Laksha, and then I want to be Hrithik Roshan into army. And then next day I see some Chris, and I think like I can be a superhero. So I'm confused. I want to be wrestler, then I want to be army guy, then I want to be model, and then I see some movie or a serial based on Abdul Kalam. I want to be a teacher. He's so
Yes, sir.
loved by students. So I want your understanding of mind focusing technique. How I can focus? What are
Sir,
few techniques?
from my experience, I can say that in teenager, almost every student face this situation. Like nobody taught us what is the purpose of life, aim of life. We always in a like bhed chal. Like if our neighbors are doing medical, non-medical. So I would say that if a person sit with their son or daughters and tell them that the purpose of life is not just reaching somewhere, but it's a journey, and what makes you satisfy, you should go towards that. Like I have imagined myself as a teacher. Maybe I am getting low wage.
Give me techniques. What are
Techniques, okay, sir. Sir, number one can be counseling. You can ask the children what attracts you the most, what gives you happiness. Number two,
Ask me. I'm that kid.
okay, sir. If you are kid, I'll ask that what gives you happiness.
Happiness gives me happiness. Lots of things.
What is the thing that makes you excited when you like listen about?
When people applaud, when the people praise me, when I feel like I'm doing something great.
Okay. And do you imagine yourself reaching somewhere and achieving something?
Yeah, I see lots of people clapping for me.
Okay. And so tell me, what would you like to be? Who's your role model?
Lots, Swami Vivekananda, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Major Shaitan Singh. I have so many, I want to be.
Okay.
I want all of their qualities in me.
Okay. Like, do you trust me if I suggest you something based on my observation?
Depends.
So, I would suggest you that you should follow your heart fully. It may be variations, but after a period of time, maybe you will get a clarity. You should sit some time and observe yourself, that what are the activities you done through the whole day, and what are the thoughts coming and going through your mind. And maybe after 1 month, we'll talk again, and we'll see. Maybe you will get a better idea about your life.
Okay. Thank you. So your inspiration is someone who comes from sporting fraternity.
Yes, sir.
You never thought of taking this as a full-time career option?
Yes, sir. I did take it. From 2011 to 14, I played professional sports. I went to Bangalore and had trained in the Prakash Padukan Academy, and I was excelling very much. Then I had an ACL injury in my knee. I went through surgery and I tried again, but again injury like caught me. Then I had to take a call that.
What is the problem? Like we Indians face lots of injuries, especially when it comes about sports fraternity.
Sir, from my experience, I feel that here sports, the physiotherapist and sports injury centers are very less. People just don't understand their body needs, and we approach one size fits all. If I was in training academy, and our coach used to tell that everybody should run 10 kilometer, but some students were not capable of doing that. Some were good in technical part, and they were still going through that physical practice. And I felt in South India, like way much less physical fit students were beating North Indians very easily because they had skills. Because badminton is a very technical game. They had strokes, net play, smashes, and some players are only focusing on physical fitness, jumping, strengthening, ab, and these things. So we need to understand the demand of the sports and work on that.
Okay. So we are three students, and you are a coach.
Yes,
you
sir.
are a physical trainer.
Yes, sir.
And we want to opt different sports.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
I want to go into swimming. Sir wants to go into running, long distance running, and
Yes, sir.
another sir wants to take up football.
Swimming.
What are,
Okay.
Yeah, so football, swimming, and long distance running.
Okay.
What are the skills you would identify, and how you would test three of us different?
Sir, first of all, I have faced this situation in my school earlier. I was assigned as a badminton coach also in my school. They know my history and say that you take the charge of as a badminton coach also. So first of all, I called the students who are interested in sports. Then I take a flexibility test, who can touch the ground. Then I saw their running style. Like there's a particular style. If you run, if you have good physique, you will run differently. And if you are not physically inclined to that, your hip and your leg style will be different. I learned from my seniors. So I'll test the flexibility. Then
Is there any battery test for it?
no, sir. You can bend, and if you can touch your both hands comfortably, if you are naturally flexible. If you cannot reach, like there is a 1 feet difference between hand and your ground, and you are struggling with your stiffness. So definitely you should not choose a sports which requires very flexibility, like intensified.
But you can train and bring.
Yeah, you can train, sir, but there are like prerequisites.
Okay.
So for the long running, I would test you running 1 or 2 kilometer. If you are not able to run that much.
Tell me hierarchy above police inspector. Hierarchy.
From starting
above.
from police inspector.
Yes, and above.
Sir, police inspector, sub inspector, assistant sub inspector, ASI, then head constable, then constable.
Above.
Okay,
I said.
starting from PI.
Yes.
Sir, PI, after that, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Superintendent of Police, DIG, IG, DGP, and police, I think General of Police. I'm not sure the name
How
of
many police commissionerates are there in Gujarat?
Sir, I'm not sure. I haven't read about.
Thank you. Your interview is over.
Okay, sir. Should I leave or should I?
No. See, first impression, we feel good about you.
Okay.
But when we started digging, we couldn't find content.
Okay.
This is my observation. They might differ.
Okay.
Sir.
Your subjective knowledge is good, but you should read the current affair,
Okay.
Dholavira, and the other important things which are going on right now. You should have an idea about it. Paramveer Chakra and Abhinand Bindra.
Okay.
These are the important things. You should also idea about it, the agriculture bills.
Okay.
So you should read and focus on current affairs also. Administrative structure, police structure. You should improve. Your appearance is good, body language is good, confidence is very good. Speed, speech, gesture. But you should smile.
Okay.
Otherwise you are good. Sir, please.
So basically what I see that you belongs to Haryana, right? तो थोड़ा हरियाणवी टच है वो आपकी लैंग्वेज में, ठीक है? You should have control on language. अगर आप हिंदी में बात कर रहे हो, if you are comfortable हिंदी, please carry on. ठीक है, अगर आप इंग्लिश में बात कर रहे हो तो थोड़ा सा उसको आप पे काम करना पड़ेगा.
Sir, it gives a negative impression if I belong to different state.
No, 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 no.
Not a
That is
negative
not.
impression.
Okay.
Actually, you need, आप अगर आप अपने आप को जस्टिफाई कर रहे हो, मैं हरियाणा से हूँ, मैं अपने आप को ये कह रहा हूँ कि मैं गुजरात बोलूँगा, तो जस्ट बी ऑन दैट.
Okay.
आप अपने आप उस चीज़ पे क्लियर रहो.
Okay.
ठीक है, आप इंग्लिश बोल रहे हो, थोड़ा सा उसमें लैंग्वेज पे कंट्रोल कम है.
Okay.
You can improve that. Okay.
Okay.
And देखिए आपका अपीयरेंस बहुत अच्छा था, बॉडी लैंग्वेज अच्छी है, ठीक है, कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छा है, स्पीच में जिस पे आपको काम करना है, फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन थोड़ा यू कैन बी हैप्पी, ठीक है, परफेक्टली. बाकी सब ने बताया जैसे कि आपको नॉलेज जो करंट अफेयर्स है उस पर थोड़ा सा काम करने की जरूरत है. बीइंग एन स्पोर्ट्समैन, आई एम आल्सो स्पोर्ट्समैन. They are very intelligent sports. Every sports person is very intelligent because they have lots of pressure, performance pressure, injury pressure, family pressure, बहुत सारी चीज़. किसी इंजरीज हुई उसके बाद आपने छोड़ दिया होगा. I don't know what will be the reason. आपको नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. Injury is not a reason कि मैं अपना स्पोर्ट्स छोड़ दूँ, ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा ये सब करंट अफेयर्स वगैरह इस पे आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा.
Sir, my interview is day after tomorrow. That's why I was like reading in haphazard manner, collecting everything and preparing. That's why I missed.
Be specific about all these things. जो आप पढ़ के जा रहे हो तक वो
Okay.
आपको कॉन्फिडेंस दे,
Okay.
वो आपको
Okay.
मिक्सअप ना करे.
Okay.
ओके, क्योंकि कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो आपने बताने की कोशिश की पर नहीं कंप्लीट.
Not sure about that.
Not sure about that. That was your sentence. So we need to work on that. वो
Definitely.
करके
Sir.
जाओ जो आपको पता है वो आप 100% श्योर होके जाना, ठीक है. जिसके बारे में नहीं पता है सामने वाले को पता होगा,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. यू कैन चीट, ठीक है. दैट्स फ्रॉम माय साइड.
वही है, क्या है कि आप 5 चीजें बोलते हो उसमें से एक ढूंढना पड़ता है हमें कि हमने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है उसका आंसर इनमें से क्या है. तो आप बहुत घुमा रहे हो. मतलब इट इज गुड 9 to 12 स्टैंडर्ड के बच्चों को आप घुमाओ तो चलता है, ठीक है. यू नीड स्टोरी बिल्डिंग, उनको कुछ भी समझाने के लिए एक माहौल क्रिएट करना होता है. यहाँ तो बहुत ऑब्जेक्टिव है. 15 से 15 मिनट्स के इंटरव्यूज होंगे, टू द पॉइंट हिट करना है.
Sir,
Officer हो तो
if I don't know that, I should say sorry. I
हाँ
don't.
बोलो, सॉरी सर,
Okay.
4 क्वेश्चन नहीं आते हैं, सॉरी सर, डोंट ब्लफ.
Okay.
बिकॉज डिपार्टमेंट वुड ट्रेन यू, सिस्टम वुड ट्रेन यू,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. लेकिन आप अगर घुमाना सीख करके आओगे तो फिर यहाँ तो
Sir, should I ask that I can guess, or with my common sense I can tell little bit?
Can I attempt? I'm
Okay.
not sure. Can I attempt?
Okay.
क्योंकि वो जो वैल्यूज होंगे कि आप किसी को बेवकूफ़ बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, ये तो डिपार्टमेंट भी नहीं सुधार पाएगा.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, वो आपके दिखेंगे कि कोर में प्रॉब्लम है.
Okay.
तो कोर नॉलेज को कोर वैल्यू प्रॉब्लम ना क्रिएट करें. रेस्ट गुजराती थोड़ी बहुत, क्योंकि आप फील्ड में इंटरेक्ट करेंगे.
Sir, I can understand.
बोल नहीं पाते एकदम.
I can speak, sir, but
हाँ तो कोशिश.
like I'm engaged to a Gujarati girl,
हाँ.
so I'm interacting with her like past 2 years, so I can speak, but I can.
कोशिश कीजिए, बिकॉज सब लोगों से वास्ता पड़ेगा.
Yes, sir.
अंग्रेज से भी डील करना पड़ेगा, एक गांव के खेडू से भी डील करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. किसी एमएनसी में काम करने वाले से भी डील करना पड़ेगा. तो सबके प्रति वो रिस्पेक्ट, वो अप्रोचेबल नहीं होंगे. ये तो साहब हैं,
Yes, sir.
साहब तो अंग्रेजी के नीचे उतरते नहीं, सूट के नीचे उतरते ही नहीं, तो कैसे जाऊँ.
Okay. Yes, sir.
इसीलिए आप देखेंगे जो आईएएस होते हैं वो हमेशा मार्केट में फील्ड में सूट पे नहीं जाते हैं. जहाँ उनको लगता है कि प्रोटोकॉल मेंटेन
Yes, sir.
करना है वहाँ रहते हैं. तो सिंपल शूज पहनेंगे, ट्राउजर्स पहनेंगे, शर्ट पहनेंगे. they want to simple. लोग कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे.
Definitely, sir.
गुड, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
Thank you, sir.
फोकसिंग टेक्निक जो आपने बोला उसमें एक भी टेक्निक नहीं बता पाया आप ढंग से. आई वाज नॉट कन्विंस्ड. लाइफस्टाइल पे सर ने पूछा है अगेन. मतलब लाइफस्टाइल ऑफिसर की तो एक लाइफस्टाइल होनी चाहिए ना. एक पॉजिटिव लाइफस्टाइल है, फिटनेस पे फोकस करते हैं, लर्निंग पे फोकस करते हैं, लोगों में इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट करने की फोकस करते हैं। 2-3 पॉइंट हर एक में बताइए आप।
Okay.
पीपल उनको शॉक लग जाता है व्हेन सर आस्क्ड अबाउट लाइफस्टाइल, यार ये तो सोचा नहीं लाइफस्टाइल क्या होना चाहिए, चल ये लाइफ
Okay.
तो नहीं होना चाहिए।
So means my expression is not clear.
एक्सप्रेशन नहीं, कंटेंट भी क्लियर नहीं,
Okay, content will clear.
कंटेंट का इशू आ रहा है। I take your leave, sir.
Your interview is over.
Should I leave, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.